All in Your Mind, debut single there from Ego Minefield from Letterkenny, and they're still with me in the studio. Lads, we haven't mentioned Peter Ross for quite some time, but he's one of these people who doesn't sit on his backside. He gets up there, goes out and does the business and goes looking for new talent.
Yeah.
Now, the age-old question is, how did you meet him?
Well, Pete came down to see us one night in Underground, and we've met him through Tony, you know, our manager, and he's been working with us since. He's a great fella. He's has the spirit of the music business, you know, and I don't think he gets enough credit for it at times there, you know. He's a great man to work, you know, he's a great man to work with, you know.
You could describe him in one word: persistent. He will not be beaten.
Definitely.
Yeah, a couple more people like him in the Irish music business, and who knows, you know. I mean, it's got the push there.
Now, there's a nice hard rock feel to the band, and you're currently managed by Tony Strickland, is that right? Tony looks after you. So
right.
he's with Upfront.
That's right, yeah.
Upfront management.
The hard rock influence might come from like myself and Danny in the band. We used to be into a lot of bands like Lizzie, you know. We used to like Lizzie a lot, you know, and stuff like that. Various other heavier bands, you know, to that extent. And we have an influence from John there, drumming. Like, he would be more the jazz man in the band, you know. He's into all sorts of beats, of hard to keep up with him, you know. And Marty, he's what are you into? You're a weird sort of outlook, you know, Marty.
Mainly Indies music.
Indies music, right.
Yeah, or again, early punk scene, stuff like that.
There seems to be a number of outlets for young bands through talent competitions and various band competitions, the Hot Press Band competition and last year's Band Slam.
Yeah.
Affording the opportunity for people to see you, the A&R people to see you. But there's a very relevant question that Pete asked me to put to you, and I am going to put it to you. That is, with the interest of British record companies in Irish bands at the moment, do you feel that whenever you gig, you're constantly aware that there might be someone out there looking at you, and as a result, you can't relax as much, and you've got to give 120% or 130% or what? With
us, anyway, it doesn't work. You know, if we were going to start thinking that way, we tend to try and forget about who's out there and enjoy it ourselves. You know, and doing that, we give it 110% or whatever. You know, we really work hard at it, you know. So it doesn't help you to think about the A&R there and they're watching you, and it puts you off more than... You want to play to the crowd, get the audience going more than the A&R. Like, I mean, if they see the audience going, I mean, that's a product that they can sell, you know.
Yeah, you basically have to play to an audience. This is, as Dominic says there earlier, if the audience pay in, you give them their money's worth. And if there's A&R men, they're great. And as Mark just said there, now you get their reaction, the crowd will get a reaction from... Or the A&R men will get a reaction from the crowd, from the band, and it works that way.
So in other words, if you put on a stilted performance or a rehearsed performance and that takes away the energy from the band, it's not going to make an impression anyway.
Yeah, correct. Every gig is a new gig. It's the experience of going on stage. It is true that there's absolutely nothing like it.
Well, there's certain areas of Ireland that are very much to the forefront of Irish music, and Donegal has definitely become one of those. There seems to be a spate of new talent coming from Donegal.
I don't know exactly what it is. It's just the fact maybe that there has been nothing coming for a long time, and a few bands are starting to really push at it, you know. It's I don't know, it's just there's a feeling up there of something happening.
Must be the fresh air up there.
It must be the clean fresh air.
Clean fresh
Ozone
air,
friendly.
Right.
You know.
Listen, before we play the flip side of the record, we're going to play the second side of your new Dance Line single, and it's your songwriting. Again, we must ask you, do you rely on cover versions during your set, or is it totally 100% original?
100% original. We don't do any cover versions. We try to play a few, but they didn't appeal to us, you know. We couldn't put the heart into them, so it's hard enough to get your people to listen to your own songs, never mind. It takes, so, you know, if you play a bad cover version, people can see it, you know. And so it's more a point of doing good original material rather than trying to do a half-good cover version, you know, because the heart isn't in to do the cover versions, obviously, you know.
There's also a certain feeling of, you know, it's a good thing to see people enjoying music that you've actually spent time working on yourself. And I find if you're working on cover versions, you could maybe have used that time to work on your own material.
Right. You came down in a tandem, you tell me, from Letterkenny tonight, and you were in Ashburn around 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, yeah.
That was a supercharged tandem.
Oh, yes, yes.
Right. What's on the flip side of the single, lads? And before you go, are you gigging anywhere?
Yeah, next Saturday night we're in a place called the Fox and Pheasant there, you know. So hopefully we'll see you down there if you're about. And the flip side, strange to me, it was done in a demo like a while back, and it seemed to get a lot of good reviews as well, you know, as well as the A side, you know. So, which we were very happy about because you know, it'd be nice to it's nice to get quality on both sides, you know, value for money.
Well, you've successfully come through this interview